Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Proudlock, and it is the preview for the game on Wednesday night between AFC Bournemouth against Newcastle United, which will be a 6 o'clock kickoff down at the Vitality Stadium. So we came off the back of a 2-0 home defeat to Manchester City in the FA Cup quarter-finals. I'm still annoyed after that absolute dismal performance in the way we just went out the FA Cup. And Bournemouth came off the back of a 1-0 away defeat to Wolves. So, how do we go into this game on Wednesday night? It's got to be a massive improvement from that utter shitshow performance on Sunday against Manchester City. Steve Bruce has got to revert back to the 4-2-3-1 formation that was working. Please do not go 5 at the back again. I said that in the review for the Manchester City game. Oh, it just does not work. And it proved again why it does not work. And we stopped using this formation for a reason. Because if he does go with that against Bournemouth, fans are going to get onto his back. And that'll send Bournemouth an opportunity to go and grab something out of the game. Definitely. But hopefully Steve Bruce will say, right, that was a mistake with what I did on Sunday. And I'm going to go back to the original formation that was working, and he definitely has to do that. Definitely. In terms of Bournemouth, they're sitting third bottom in the league, in 18th place. They're really struggling at this moment of time. It's not been a great start for them since they restarted their season. A 2-0 home defeat at Crystal Palace, and then of course the game against Wolves, which they lost 1-0. But I do really hope they can turn it around. I think Eddie Howe has done a fantastic job with that side. And hopefully he'll be able to keep them in the Premier League, because they've done so well to get this far, for definite. Absolutely. But for us, you look at it and think it's a possible game we should be getting 3 points out of as well, definitely. But I'm not going to say it's going to be a walk in the park. God knows how many times I've said this, and the game just hasn't been a walk in the park at all, for definite. For in-team news, for injuries, hopefully we'll see Matt Ritchie back on Wednesday night. We really need him. And also, hopefully, Jonjo Shelvey is reverted back into the starting lineup as well, along with Martin Dubravka as well, for definite. And I think Fabian Schär needs to be dropped to the bench. I think that definitely was an awful performance from him on Sunday, it was for sure. And you can see why he's not been getting ahead of Lascelles and Fernandes at this moment of time, for definite. I think Andy Carroll's not ready to start a league game yet. Again, you can see the service was a joke on Sunday, but again, it wasn't a fantastic performance, but it wasn't an awful performance from him. But at this moment, I don't think he's ready to start yet. Yes, he could probably be good enough to bring off the bench. But, yeah, I just don't think he's ready for starting a game yet so far. For sure. So, for Bournemouth, they have got some really good players in their squad. They've got players like Callum Wilson, although I've heard he could be missing against us on Wednesday night through a suspension. I know Shearer touched upon that on Match of the Day as well. But that will be a massive loss to Bournemouth if he was to miss that game against us. Josh King, that's another great player they've got. He has been picking up an injury. Didn't play in the last game. But again, we'll just wait and see if he will be fit and for them when they play us on Wednesday. Some other good players in there that they've got. They've got players like Jefferson Lerma, Harry Wilson, Dominic Solanke, Dan Gosling, former Toon player as well. And he has scored against us before, but hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully the defence will be up and ready for this game on Wednesday for sure. So we will get into the predicted lineup of what Steve Bruce will possibly go with on Wednesday. And he has to go back to the 4-2-3-1 formation for definite. No excuses at all. So starting off in goal, Martin Dubravka. And he has to come back in for sure, definitely, because he is our best goalkeeper and our number one choice as well. Into the back four, first of all, in the right back spot, Javier Manquillo, I think, will keep his place. I don't think he put really a foot wrong on Sunday. and he has improved a lot lately this season, and I think he will still keep that place at right back. Left back spot, Danny Rose, and I thought he had a decent game on Sunday, and that's what we just want to see more of him from Danny Rose, for sure. And I think he will definitely keep his place on Wednesday as well, and again, because he's the only natural left back we've got at this moment of time. Into the two centre-backs, first of all, the captain, Jamal Lascelles, and alongside him, Federico Fernandez, and I think that's what Steve Bruce will go back to them two as the centre-back pairing for sure. Into the two centre midfielders, first of all, bringing back in Jonjo Shelvey to the starting lineup. He has to come back in. And yeah, and I hope his passes, creative passes, might create Bournemouth a massive amount of problems. So I think Shelvey, to me, definitely has to come back in the starting lineup on Wednesday night. Alongside him, Isaac Hayden, and again, it just shows why them two, again, have been a really decent centre midfield partnership. And again, it's hard to drop that at this moment of time for definite. Into the other areas on the right midfield side, bringing back in Matt Ritchie for this game. Hopefully he will be fit, but if not, I will look at select Lazaro. But I'm just praying to hope Matt Ritchie will be back fit, and again, he's another really important player for our squad for sure. In the left midfield position, Alan Saint-Maxmin. Now you can see the difference that he makes when he's in a 4-2-3-1 formation and not a 5-4-1 formation. Definitely not. He really struggled in that formation. Second half, he was upped his game, and you can see the difference. So, yeah, on that left-hand side, Alan Saint-Maxmin into the number 10 role. It's going to be Miguel Almiron back into his original formation. And again, look at the difference he plays in his natural position than what he does out wide. And hopefully Steve Bruce will do that for definite on Wednesday and put Almiron back in his correct position. So that's what I think he will do. And up front as the striker, I'm going to bring back in Joe Linton for this game. I don't think he really was that bad when he come off the bench for sure. But I've just said, to me, Andy Carroll is not ready to start a game yet. And that miss from Dwight Gale on Sunday. Yeah. So I think Steve Bruce will probably select Joe Linton back for the game on Wednesday against Bournemouth away. So there we are. That is my predicted lineup. Score prediction. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Newcastle. Hopefully it'll be a massive improvement of what it was on Sunday. And we'll get back to playing the correct position, the correct formation that should have been played for sure. And hopefully he'll be a massive improvement. Hopefully it will. Fingers crossed. So there you are. That is how I think we'll go in this game. My predicted lineup and my score prediction will be as well. So let me know in the comment section, as always, of course, how we'll go into this game and your predicted lineup and score prediction as well. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, a comment, and if you haven't checked me out before, please make sure you do hit the subscribe button. And until the quick thoughts and review, I shall see you all later. Take care of yourselves. Really hope there will be a massive improvement on Wednesday to what it was on Sunday.